Welcome to this demonstration of e-governance solutions based on experience from Estonia, a country widely recognized as one of the world's leading digital societies. And this presentation is prepared for you by members of the Estonian ICT Cluster in partnership with the Estonian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In this presentation, we will be looking at the state budget management system. A budget management system is a small banking system hosted by the budget authority where the government and public sector institutions act as customers. The system's main objective is to administer and supervise government and public sector spending. The government uses multiple bank accounts for its funds and cash management, which makes it difficult for records keeping and accounting, central control, supervision, and reporting. It is more efficient to use a budget management system, which is a central point of control that unifies government bank accounts and all government cash management. Every ministry or other public institution has a restricted view in the system for the budgetary lines relevant to the particular institution, while the state treasury has a general view of all the budgetary transactions between all government institutions. Budget management system is usually also integrated with the budget planning system. In that way, we can automatically match spending with lines in the budget. Matching spending and budget lines makes it possible to monitor the execution of the budget and the compliance of expenditures at any given moment. Here we can see the relevant institution, the name of the service the fees were paid for, the reference number used to track all the different services, an estimated budget amount for the current year, as well as the amount achieved to this date, and transactions to this date and today. And last but not least, we can also see the percentages of the budget accumulation. Here we saw detailed data by service and the totals for the whole state budget and the current accrual. Below, we can see a graph showing the monthly fulfillment of the budget on the basis of payments received. The main processes in the budget management system are the reservation of funds, payments, loans, interest calculations, security management, and budgetary reporting. In this brief demonstration, we highlight two of the main processes: received payments and outgoing payments. Received or incoming payments are made by external parties to a government organization, and these are processed by a commercial bank and credited to the bank account owned and handled by the budget authority, for example, the Ministry of Finance. Notifications of such transactions are sent by the bank to the budget management system. The budget management system automatically retrieves the account statement from the commercial bank, processes it, creating corresponding transactions on virtual accounts in the system. When we look at the received payments, we can see the various payments that have come into the system, like the state fee for land registry operations, the state fee for civil procedures from the court information system, and others. By opening the detailed view of each payment received, we can look at additional details, like payer account number, payer name or ID code, and description. When we change the role to that of a representative of a ministry or organization, the view shows only the transactions for that particular organization, as we can see by changing the view to that of a Ministry of Justice official. Now only the transactions associated with the Ministry of Justice are visible to us. It is also possible to carry out a search for payments according to a specific state service. For example, the fee for civil procedure. Furthermore, it is also possible to export the search results to a file, as well as generate different reports, including budget execution details, funds remaining, turnover, account summaries, and many other types of reports. To export the search results, we can click on Export CSV, and once the data is exported, we can open the file in Excel. Government organizations can browse the account statement of their virtual accounts to stay informed about what payments have been made on their behalf and what payments have been received. The budget management system is based on the Treasury Single Account principle. All government institutions have accounts in the budget management system. Real bank accounts, where real money is deposited, are owned and handled only by the budget authority. The unified structure of the government bank accounts makes it possible to consolidate information and make optimal use of the government cash resources. This presentation has been brought to you by the ICT Cluster, in cooperation with the Estonian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The budget management system was developed by actors